Welcome to Series 8, Episode 4 of Doctor Who. Let's get into it. Oh, okay.
Listen. Question.
I am.
Why do we talk out loud when we know we're alone?
Because I'm not all that well mentally.
Because we know we're not. Evolution perfects survival skills. There is perfect defense.
I don't like underwater stuff.
Why is there no such thing as perfect hiding? How would you know? If evolution were to perfect a creature whose primary skill were to hide, how could you know it existed? How would you detect it?
Is it going to be gone? Is the chalk gone?
Except when for no clear reason you choose to speak aloud. What would you do?
Singing of ghosts. Silence. Weaving angels.
What would you do?
Color me intrigued. This is an interesting start. What was the shot of her shutting the door if she's just going out? Oh, okay. So this is at the end.
Hey. Sorry.
Not awkward? She's so freaking cute.
Dinner, in fact.
Yep, straight to dinner.
I like a man who moves fast.
I might go straight for extras. Dessert.
Yes, I know. I know.
Straight
Dessert.
to dessert.
Gotcha.
Both of you just need to breathe.
How was your day?
Good. You know, teaching.
Yeah, teaching.
We probably shouldn't talk about work.
God, yeah.
But do you take Courtney for anything?
Okay, they seem to be getting along. What happens?
She said she couldn't concentrate on her work because my face was too wide. I could kill that girl some days.
Me too.
Oh, from you, that means something.
Oh, shit, Clara.
Doug, 23 wells.
I'm sorry? Good wells.
Yeah, they were good, actually. Whole village is saved. Actual towns full of people.
Point taken, seriously.
Oh, so why doesn't that ever get mentioned?
I'm sorry.
Water for the table?
Don't you worry, he'll probably dig for it.
Clara.
Sorry, sensitive subject.
Yes, can
Obviously.
Sometimes people like you get the wrong end of the stick.
people like
her?
me.
I wasn't making assumptions about you.
That really is exactly what you were doing. I made a joke.
A not funny joke.
No, it wasn't a funny joke.
An exit.
And I feel like that's the second time she's made a joke like that. That was fun.
You just have to squeeze through.
Doctor?
Why'd you have 3 mirrors? Why don't you just turn your head? You said you had a date.
Says someone who's never had to do their hair before.
It was a disaster, and I'm extremely upset about it since you didn't ask.
Fine. I need you for a thing.
You know, it's just possible that I might get a phone call.
From the date guy. Well, it's too late. You've taken your makeup off.
No, she hasn't.
I haven't. I'm still wearing my makeup.
All right, okay, well, you probably just missed a bit. Come on.
I haven't actually said yes.
Well, you're there.
Not what?
What if it's not you you're talking to?
Yes, she didn't hear the whole monologue.
What if every single living being has a companion, a silent passenger? What if the prickle on the back of your neck is the breath of something close behind you?
How long have you been traveling alone?
Perhaps I never have.
Kind of the point.
It looks like your handwriting.
Well, I couldn't have written it and forgotten, could I?
Yeah, you could have.
I think everybody, at some point in their lives, has the exact same nightmare.
Okay.
You wake up, and there's someone in the dark, someone close. So you sit up,
That's giving me girl in the fireplace vibes.
and you tell yourself there's nobody there. Nobody there at all. You very nearly believe it.
Please nothing grab their feet. Oh god. Oh god.
And then,
Every child's worst nightmare. Also some adults.
There are accounts of that dream
And I
throughout
am some
human
adults.
history, time and time again. There is a very obvious question I'm about to ask you. Do you know what it is?
Have you had that dream?
Exactly. I asked first.
No, I did.
You really didn't.
Yeah, probably. Everybody dreams about something under the bed.
Why?
Because it's terrifying.
Just hold on tight. If anything bites, let it.
No, thank you.
Face, you are now in mental contact with the TARDIS, so don't think anything rude. Might end up on all of the screens. Focus on the dream. Focus on the details. Picture them. Should be able to home in on the moment in your timeline when you first had that dream.
What will we see?
What's under your bed?
No, thank you. It can stay there.
Hey, now, don't get distracted.
Oh, shit.
Don't you dare. No, don't. That worked.
Sorry, I think I got distracted.
No. The date's fine. Come on.
Go on, where?
Your childhood.
How is this okay?
The West Country Children's Home. Gloucester.
She grew up in a children's home?
You must have been here when you had the dream.
Never been to Gloucester in my life. And
Okay.
I've never lived in a children's home.
You've probably just forgotten. Have you seen the size of human brains?
I don't think she'd forget that.
Isn't it bad if I meet myself?
Yes.
Pretty catastrophic.
So why did you bring me out here?
I was still talking. I needed someone to nod. See you in a minute. TARDIS.
If I had been distracted, what would have happened?
We would probably have ended up in the wrong place. I won't be long.
Uh-oh, what's in the window? She went to his because she was distracted by him.
What's your name?
Rupert.
Oh, okay. Hello, Rupert.
Rupert Pink. It's a stupid name.
So he goes by.
I meant Rupert. I'm going to change it.
Are you scared?
An inspection. It's 2 in the morning.
When better. You ever end up talking to yourself?
All the time.
What about your coffee? Sometimes.
Claire, you're not going to say anything?
And it's not there.
Everybody does that.
Yes. Who turned your telly off?
It does that.
I'm kind of loving this. This is like, it's like creepy and spooky, not scary. And I like creepy and spooky,
Hello.
but I don't like scary.
Hello.
You should have more than one chair. What do you do when people come round?
Sit on the bed.
Why aren't you sitting on it then? Do you think that there's something underneath it? Everyone thinks that, sometimes. Did you have a dream? A hand grabbing your foot? You've had that exact dream.
How did you know?
Do you know why dreams are called dreams?
Why?
Because they're not real.
Okay.
Were, they wouldn't need a name. Do you know what's under there?
What?
Me!
Ugh. Clara.
It's perfectly safe. See? Nobody here, except us.
Sometimes I hear noises.
It's a house full of people, of course you hear noises. You know, sometimes we think there's something behind us. It's what's behind you at night. Simple as that. It's nothing to be afraid of.
You don't know that. You were saying?
Who else is in this room?
Nobody.
Oh my god, if something comes over that side. I don't like that space behind her. Ah! No!
Hello?
No. Mm-mm. Clara, so help me God, if you take that blanket off, there better be nothing under there.
Who's this?
Okay, this is officially scary.
This is a friend of yours playing a game.
No! You just stop
Playing a
moving.
trick, are you, hey? Little trick on Rupert here.
This is why I don't watch horror movies.
Okay. It's not funny, this, you know.
Where is he? I can't find him. Can you find him?
Oh god, it's still there.
Wally?
He's nowhere in this book.
Wally can fuck off right now, okay? He can stay lost.
He's not in every book.
Well, that's a few years of my life I've been needing back.
He's not in every book?
The thing on the bed, whatever it is, look at it. Does it scare you?
Yeah.
Well, that's good. You want to know why that's good?
Why?
Let me tell you about scared. Right now, you could run faster and you could fight harder. And you are so alert. It's like you can slow down time.
Punch harder, too. That's what I want to do.
Scared is a superpower. And guess what? It's you. Do you feel it? Do you think he's scared? Loser. Turn your back on him.
Nah.
You too, Clara. Clara, you're back now. Lovely view out this window.
Yeah.
Now, there are two possibilities. Possibility one, it's just one of your friends standing there. Possibility two, it isn't. You're on the bed. I'm talking to you now. Go in peace. We won't look. Just leave.
Oh, God. Oh, God.
Is it gone?
No.
Don't look round. Not yet.
I can't hear anything.
Don't.
Look away now. Don't look at it.
What is it?
Oh, God.
Never be seen. What would it do if you saw it?
I don't know.
Close your eyes.
What?
Prove to it that you're not going to look at it. Make a promise.
I promise never to look.
Breath on the back of your neck. That means don't look.
Gone.
Am I safe now?
Nobody's safe, especially not at night.
Well, this is fun for me.
Anything can get you. You're all the way up here. You're all alone.
Shut up. Leave this to me. This is your army.
Plastic army.
Sit. And they're gonna guard under your bed.
Oh, is this why he goes into the military? Because she made him think the army was like protectors.
It's broken, that one. It doesn't have a gun.
Well, that's why he's the boss. A soldier so brave, he doesn't need a gun. He can keep the whole world safe. What should we call him?
Dan.
Sorry?
Dan the Soldier Man. That's what I call him.
Okay.
Is it possible that we've just saved that kid from another kid in a bedspread?
Entirely possible, yes. The bigger question is, why did we end up with him?
I got distracted.
Yeah.
But why that? You don't have any kind of connection with him, do you?
No, of course not. Why'd you ask?
Clara.
Theoretically, there should have been some connection.
Will he remember any of that?
Give him a big old dream about being Dan the Soldier Man.
Oh, shit. Yep.
Are you okay?
His like instant concern.
Could you do me a favor? Is that what I look like from the back?
Okay, Hermione.
I was thinking it was good.
Really?
Doctor.
Sorry.
Have we both calmed down now?
Hello, I'm Clara Oswald. I'm a bit tricky.
Hello, I'm sorry.
Also, my mouth off when I'm nervous, and I've got a mouth on me. Seriously, it's got a mind of its own. I'm worried it wants to go solo.
I like your name. It's better than Pink.
No, pink. Pink is nice.
We can have it.
Good offer, Mr. Pink.
Why can't I speak today?
Or ever, apparently.
Yeah, it's a bit much.
Mind you, Rupert Pink.
Sorry?
Rupert.
Rupert?
Clara.
Who told you that?
Someone in the school.
No, I haven't used that name for years.
I cannot remember who it was.
Are you making fun of me?
No way.
Is this ever gonna not turn south between them?
There is something that I should probably be honest about.
How about everything?
Everything in my case is actually quite a lot.
Yeah.
Where are you going?
I don't do weird.
Don't go.
Tell me the truth, because I know when people are lying to me. Just tell me the truth.
It's not weird.
It's weird.
I've had enough.
All right, at this point, I think I would just call it quits here. Not worth the effort. Literally every time they interact, it goes poorly.
I am trying to have a date.
Yeah, and you keep blowing it.
Is there any other way you can make this any more surreal?
Hello.
Clara! No, this is really a bit strange.
A bit?
What's going on with your face? It's all eyes. Why are you all eyes? Get them under control. It's Colonel awesome pink from about 100 years in your future. Do you have any connection with him?
No.
How would I know?
Do you have any old family photographs of her? Like old and really fat looking?
Doctor?
Well, you'll have to trace in the TARDIS telepathic circuits. I fired them up again, and the TARDIS brought me straight to him.
Okay.
And you will never guess where I found him.
So does this mean they end up together? Or is it still just because she was distracted, so really they're on his timeline?
The end of everything. The last planet.
The end of the universe.
Listen.
To what?
Nothing. There's nothing to hear. This is the silence at the end of time.
Well, except for
And
that.
how did he get here? If he's 100 years in my
Pioneer
future.
time traveler. The first of the great time shots. They were supposed to fire him into the middle of next week. Last man standing in the universe. I always thought that would be me.
It's not a competition.
I know it's not a competition.
You can get me home.
I just showed you, didn't I?
Is everything okay?
Yeah, fine. I'm fine.
Do I know you?
No.
She's doing the all eyes things because her face is so white. She needs 3 mirrors.
Damn it, Doctor.
We can't leave immediately, though. The TARDIS needs to recharge. Overnight, that should do it, shouldn't it, Clara?
Overnight.
Why?
It's not a problem, is it?
Why does he want to stay?
There's only 3 people left in the universe, and you're lying to the other 2. It was the first thing I noticed. There's nothing beyond this door but nothingness forever. So why is it locked?
Please, don't make me spend another night here.
It's empty now.
Apparently not.
No, it isn't.
Okay.
Nothing gets through those doors, I promise.
And you two are gonna wait out there.
That would seem to be the plan. Wait. It's recharging.
You didn't look like you believed him.
Right?
That's just how my face looks when he talks.
It's been passed down.
Family heirloom, supposed to bring good luck.
Oh, didn't do a very good job, did it?
Did. You're here, aren't you?
True.
Do me a favour. Take my advice. Stay away from time travel.
Runs in the family.
It does.
What? What do you mean runs in the family?
It's a silly story. It's one of my grandparents.
You asked if you knew me. It's a family heirloom.
Yeah.
What are we doing?
So what does he know?
If everybody in the universe is dead, then there's nobody out there.
That's one way of looking at it.
What's the other?
That's a hell of a lot of ghosts.
Do you have your own mood lighting now? Because frankly, the accent is enough.
Where did that come from?
It's always been there. It's only visible in the night lights.
What's that?
What kind of explanation would you like? Systems are switching to low power. There are temperature differentials all over this ship. It's like pipes banging when the heating goes off.
Okay.
I told you, date.
Serious?
Apparently.
Do I have to bring him to you for approval?
Well, I would like to know about his prospects. If you like, I can pop ahead and check them out.
You already have.
You've done enough.
Atmospheric pressure equalizing.
Or
Company.
Or a fucking basilisk. Speaking in fucking parcel tongue.
why don't we just go?
Because I need to know. Suppose that there are creatures that live to hide. What would those creatures do when everyone was gone? When there was only one man left standing in the universe?
What's that?
Potentially the hull cooling.
Potentially?
Believably. Someone knocking.
You don't actually believe all this, do you?
What's that footstep following, but never passing by?
Did we come to the end of the universe because of a nursery rhyme? That's you turning, right?
No. Get in the TARDIS.
Why?
Does it matter?
Okay, somebody is out there. Now we know we can leave. Oh, Doctor!
It's a pressure lock. Releasing it could have triggered the opening mechanism. Why are you still here?
Because I am not going to leave you in danger!
Then you will never travel with me again because that is the deal. TARDIS, now!
You're an idiot.
I know.
Oh, no, not now! Come on!
Oh, great. Why?
The airshell's breached.
Is he okay?
Okay.
Something hit him.
Everything was flying out of that door.
Could have been that.
Yeah. It's definitely that.
What were you so afraid of?
My own shadow, probably.
Don't you dare.
Probably just the rest of the air escaping. We are safe. Nothing can get in here, right?
Well,
Have you got a plan?
Telepathic circuits, I left a trace in them before.
Well, that's your plan.
It's not a plan, it's a thing.
sounded like the doctor. I hope there was nothing that, like, latched on and is going with you now.
Is that it?
I think so.
Don't just open that.
No, you stay, look after the doctor.
You can't go out there by yourself.
Thing is, my timeline, it keeps on... Orson, you don't want to meet yourself. It's really embarrassing.
Okay, well, this definitely is not the same place, so... Of course there's a bed. Why is she hesitating? The lighting in this episode is really cool.
Rupert?
This isn't a trick, is it? This better be a real crying kid.
Orson?
Why does he have to sleep out here?
He doesn't want the others to hear him crying.
There'll be no crying in the army.
Hush. Come and sleep in the house. I'll leave the door on the latch. Come in any time.
He can't just run away crying all the time if he wants to join the army.
He doesn't want to join the army.
Well, he's not going to the academy, is he, that boy? He'll never make a Time Lord.
Say what now?
Clara! Clara!
Hello? Who's there? Hello?
It's okay. This is just a dream. Just lie back on the bed. Just do that for me.
Clara, what have you done?
Listen.
That's such a beautiful shot.
What did you see?
What if there was nothing? What if there was never anything? What if the big, bad Time Lord doesn't want to admit he's just afraid of the dark?
Where are we? Have we moved? Where have we landed?
Don't look where we are.
No.
Why?
Just take off. Don't ask questions.
I don't take orders, Clara.
Do as you're told. Listen, this is just a dream. But very clever people can hear dreams. I know you're afraid, but being afraid is all right. Fear is a superpower. Fear can make you faster and cleverer and stronger. You're going to come back to this barn, and on that day, you're going to be very afraid indeed. But that's okay. Fear doesn't have to make you cruel or cowardly. Fear can make you kind.
No, not the hugging. No, I'm against the hugging, please.
So apparently it is worth it.
I am so...
I know. It doesn't matter if there's nothing under the bed or in the dark, so long as you know it's okay to be afraid of it.
I just get nervous.
Me too.
I don't even know what I'm nervous of.
You're always going to be afraid, even if you learn to hide it. Fear is like a companion, but that's okay, because fear can bring us together. I'm going to leave you something just so you'll always remember.
Oh no. No.
Picture the thing you want most.
Okay. For some reason, this has not been stopping when I hit the space bar, so I have to use my mouse. Okay. Well, that was an episode. That was a really, really good episode. Really good. from start to finish. Like from the first second all the way through to the end. Definitely one of the best episodes. Oh, okay. I'm trying to wrap my head around all this because there's a lot there. There is a lot there that I'm not sure where we're going to go with it. So apparently her and Danny or whatever wind up together. I mean, technically that wasn't confirmed, but I think that's what we're supposed to take away from that conversation with Orson, because he said his grandparents had something to do with time travel or were time travelers, which means that at some point Danny's going to travel. Okay. Oh, all right. So the thing that's holding me up, though, is essentially it was Clara all along, like it has been with everything, apparently. Clara is the reason for the nightmare, although how does that make everybody have it? But I mean, as far as the doctor goes, she's the one that tells him to listen. But then, how is that happening now? Like, who wrote it on the board? Who was knocking on the door? I mean, I realize that they provided possible or probable explanations for all of that, but I don't feel like that's the case. So I don't know. I mean, Clara wasn't the one on the bed, and that wasn't the doctor's imagination. So I feel like there's something else going on there. It can't just be Clara's like, what if there was never anything out there? Because the bed. Like, hello. The creepy figure. They all saw it. They all experienced it. I can't believe Clara's the one that did that to the doctor. I mean, I'm assuming that's the doctor. Technically, they didn't say. Well, I mean, I guess they did because he said he'll come back to the barn and then it showed, the war doctor. Which that alone is like, what? What happened to everything else around the barn? Because it wasn't like just the barn in the middle of nowhere, right? Like they walked in from somewhere. But I guess maybe I was wrong about that. Very good. Okay. My head is still just reeling. I don't like, part of me kind of wants to take most of this as like a one-off story, but I just don't think it is. I feel like several things in this are going to come into play again later. I could be completely wrong about that, but I don't feel like this is going to be one-off stuff here. This was so good. The dynamic with Clara and the doctor, I still haven't quite figured out yet. I know a lot of people, which is kind of one thing, I've been trying to actually avoid comments since going into season 8, because a lot of the comments have been not necessarily spoilerish, but I like to form my own opinions, and a lot of people are talking and providing information based on the knowledge that they have of where Clara and the doctor go. And it's very close to influencing how I'm seeing things, and I don't want that to be the case. So a lot of people are talking about the relationship between Clara and the doctor, the feelings that the doctor has, what's going to happen between them, and I don't want any of that. And a lot of people have even some people have even talked about like the doctor's personality and how he changes, and how like the personality that he like settles into and the type of doctor he becomes, and that's all stuff I want to find out on my own. So I've been actively kind of trying to not read comments here lately because they've just been there's been too spoilerish, even though it's not like directly talking about like actual things that happen, specific things. But it's starting to influence how I'm seeing things, and I don't want that to be the case. So that said, taking out what other people have said about the doctor and trying to just go based off of what I've seen and what I would think without that information, I feel like the dynamic between Clara and the doctor has changed. To me, what I'm seeing, how I'm perceiving it right now, not factoring in what other people say their relationship becomes or any of that or is, and especially now that we have this introduction of Danny, who it seems like they maybe end up together, I'm just not really seeing anything. Like, a lot of people have talked about how the doctor's jealous when it comes to Clara and like her being with anyone else, and he does ask about it. And so it definitely does come up, but I am not seeing anything like romantic there. And even with Clara, she seems like she's trying really hard to have a normal life. She's definitely not as attached or clingy as other companions have been in the past when it comes to the doctor. And him just like constantly talking shit about her, basically. And she doesn't really seem like she seems offended, but she doesn't seem hurt. Which again means that I think she's not like super concerned with how the doctor actually like sees her or feels about her. Like, I think she just trusts that they have this bond and like it is what it is. Whereas I think if she was like still romantically whatever with him, how, the feelings that she felt before with 11, I think her feelings would be hurt by a lot of the things he's saying. So for me, it seems like the dynamic has changed. He seems more like protective of her rather than like jealous about what's going on. So again, I'm open for that to change, but I want to see that happen because right now I'm just not seeing what other people are seeing. So we're going to keep going with that until the show gives me some, otherwise, like till they give me things to make me think otherwise. And I mean, to be honest, I would have looked for things because I have been curious. I mean, that's kind of the whole point, basically, of Deep Breath or whatever, like, is how does Clara feel about the doctor now? She didn't know because she didn't know, like, she didn't feel like it was the doctor. She didn't think it was the same person. So I would have definitely been paying closer attention to how they both interact with each other and like trying to figure out their feelings for each other. What type of relationship and dynamic are they going to have now without any of this? So like, it's not like I'm now actively like looking for things to convince me one way or the other about like what their relationship is. I would have been looking anyways, because I think that's literally part of the storyline here is how do they feel about each other? What are their feelings? Do they know what their feelings are? Even if it's just, companion and doctor, even if it's just friends, even if it's whatever it is. I feel like that's part of this series is figuring that all out. And right now, from what I have seen, Clara seems like she's starting to move on, which means that maybe her feelings aren't quite what they were. And the doctor seems more protective than jealous. So that's just how I'm seeing it. I want to know about the army figurine. She left it there. Is that ever going to come back again? Did the doctor see that in the episode? Because if he did, then I feel like he should have recognized it. Yeah. I'm just curious if that'll ever come back up again. Because it's interesting that she left it there. But then that also breaks my brain because if she left it there, how could it have ever been in, what was his name? I don't remember the little boy's name. Danny's real name. Rupert, I think. Or nope, I'm not going to try and figure that out. I don't know how, if she left it there way back when the doctor was a kid, how it could have ended up with him and Orson. So Yeah. Anyway, that's going to wrap up this one. If you're watching this on Patreon, thank you so much for the support. If you're watching this on YouTube and you want to catch up with with Patreon, who got this episode a very, very long time ago, you can do so by clicking the link in the description below. What's so far ahead over on Patreon are the full reactions, and those are in a watch-along style, so you do need to have your own copy of the episode to watch alongside my video for copyright reasons, of course. I will have the most recent full reaction they received in the description below, so you can know exactly how far ahead they are. With the watch-along videos, if you are using a streaming service that has the same stream rate as the US, then it's actually super easy. You just hit play on your copy of the episode when my countdown timer hits 0, and that's pretty much it. If you're using a service that has a different stream rate from the US, specifically, the UK, I have instructions in the description for every single video that an amazing patron put together for how to make that be a non-issue, basically. There are other perks that you get for being a part of Patreon as well, so make sure you're reading the tier descriptions very carefully to know exactly what you're getting. If you want to hang out here on YouTube instead, that's totally cool. Just make sure that you hit the subscribe and notification button so you don't miss the next episode when it goes out. And hopefully, I'll see you in that one.